Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures. From the watch your head to the too small or rock the baby to Trae Young's theatrical bows, players have their ways of sending a message. Kevin?
And the message usually received, DA. Thank you. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. Dosunmu is out there with Levine, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for the Jazz, they've got Clarkson. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Sexton, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. Now here's DeRozan. Here's Dosunmu. Shot clock at 5. DeRozan finds Levine. Here's Vucevic. Shoots over Olynyk. Buries the 7-footer. Vucevic has got the first basket of the game for the Bulls.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Olynyk sets a screen for Sexton. He doesn't hit that one. We're about 1 minute into the first. Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. Williams, a screen on Markkanen. DeRozan, rebounded by the Jazz. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
The shot by Sexton, no good. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Off target from outside.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Banked in off the glass.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
Now, here's Markkanen, following the miss by DeRozan. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dosunmu, the pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Markkanen. DeRozan's shot is good.
This is where DeRozan makes his living. Such an excellent mid-range shooter.
The pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Clarkson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Levine. The offensive rebound. Vanderbilt misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Williams. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide open opportunity.
Outside DeRozan. Williams has a screen for DeRozan. Outside Williams. Here's Levine. Got a hand on it.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Scooped up. Vanderbilt, an easy 2 points on the layup.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Goran Dragic fourth.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
As well as they shoot the three, I don't think it needs to be a backup plan. That could be a plan A.
Now here's Dragic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Green. Drummond trying to get himself free. No good from Dragic. Utah has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Gay. 1:16 left in the first quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Left side, Bradley. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Horton Tucker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Here's Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. No good from Beasley. The Bulls shooting a lonely 30% to start this game out. Caruso finds Bradley. To end the drought. In deep, Drummond drops it in.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Now Beasley. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front, up 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two sadly don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Williams and Vucevic hold down the post for him. Levine and DeRozan, the lethal wing pair. And it's Dragic in the point. And Utah has possession, following the miss by DeRozan. Horton Tucker's shot is off. The Bulls shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Dragic the pass to DeRozan. Outside Williams. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Williams has got 5.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
Here's the screen. No good from Beasley. Bulls leading by 3. Dragic finds DeRozan. A step-back shot here, and the jumper is on the mark. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When you're a prolific scorer like DeRozan, you just know how to take what the defense gives you.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Dragic dishes to Levine. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Uses the pick to just perfection. Levine knocking it down.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Teardrop shot. Vucevic with the block. Outside Dragic. Pass to Levine. 3-pointer. And no good that time. And Utah the other way now. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Yes, that's definitely one that they want back, but you can't dwell on mistakes in the NBA. They need to forget about it, and it's on to the next one.
And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated superstar.
Whitey's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Goran Dragic. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Here's Dosunmu. That's good on the jump shot. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Olynyk, a screen on Levine. Markkanen finds Olynyk. Yes, that goes in. Olynyk's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Levine sets the screen for DeRozan. Over Vanderbilt, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
It really turned it around here in the 2nd quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the 1st.
Nailed from 3-point land. Clarkson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Here's White. It's tipped. 1:35 left in the first half of the game. Passes to Olynyk. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Dosunmu. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And DeRozan, here we go. He trains the turnaround jump shot. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. The pass to Olynyk. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Levine, a screen on Vanderbilt. Outside, Levine. Knocks down the 3 ball. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the 2nd.
Clarkson passes to Olynyk. He dishes it to Sexton. Here's the teardrop. It's not going to go for him. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. Levine dishes to DeRozan. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the Bulls. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Nick. Obviously very tough out there. What's your mindset?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen at the end.
I know that's what Coach is going to preach in the second half. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey, folks. First off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. And a change-up here for you guys. Which NBA city did you love visiting the most?
Easy for me. California, Dallas, New York, Orlando,
Hey,
Boston.
California's a state there, big fella.
Oh, sorry.
Not a city.
Shifting our focus, how about DeMar DeRozan tonight? Asserting himself. Man, he's just playing great.
Defensively, man, no one knows what to do with this guy. Do you double him? Do you triple team him? How far do you go? Like, Shaq used to have that problem, Ernie.
Yeah, they used to quadruple team him, didn't they? Didn't they, big fella?
That's right.
Yeah. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Jazz trail by 5. Most losing teams, Greg, are looking to rebuild, look to the future, but not in Chicago.
Yeah, their idea to turn it around was to get all-stars. Trading for Vooch in 21 during a losing season, then signing DeMar as a free agent. That's a refreshing approach.
Colin Sexton is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. That's the group right now for Utah. And here are the Bulls now, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Sexton. Dosunmu's shot's good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And Olynyk kicks to Clarkson. Olynyk sets a screen for Sexton. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Levine. Back to DeRozan. Williams, a screen on Markkanen. DeRozan passes to Williams. Can't connect from short range. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Clarkson. Sexton with it. Back to Clarkson. To the inside. Vanderbilt kicks to Olynyk. Levine against Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice form on the 20-footer. Clarkson's got 5.
And nicknamed the flamethrower for a reason. Clarkson can light it up with the best of it.
Levine wide open. Another 3 for Chicago.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Clarkson with the ball. 5 points in the game. And the basket by Olynyk.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Chicago calls timeout. Both teams changing it up here.
And let's briefly take a look at the stats for Sexton. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Now here's Dragic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Drummond. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Horton Tucker. Doesn't go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4. They set the screen. Here's Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 5. Guarded by Bradley. Dishes it to Beasley. Over to the wing. Outside, Sexton. And they'll get another chance. Olynyk has the open look. The three-pointer, no good. The Bulls leading by 5. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Dragic. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Beasley outside. Passes it to Horton Tucker.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point range, it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Warriors, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Beasley. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gay's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Colin Sexton. Whitey's checked in for Chicago.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Now here's Dragic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Caruso, no good. Utah's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Over to the left wing. Here's Alexander Walker. The Jazz again can't hit it. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
They set the pick. Here's Gay. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dragic looking for an opening. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Gay, a screen on White. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. And here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. Gets it off. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Chicago leading by 5. So for Chicago right now, the wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Bradley is out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the point. Levine gets the bucket.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it, really upgrading that deep game.
Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's DeRozan. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Alexander Walker. Vanderbilt, a screen on Bradley. Here's Markkanen, and he drives in, and it's Bradley with the rebound. Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Levine passes to Dosunmu. Back to Levine. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And the Jazz with some changes. Olynyk, he's checked in for Gay. Horton Tucker comes in for Markkanen, and it's Sexton in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does. Bradley sets the pick for Levine. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 8. Clarkson outside. Outside, Sexton. Olynyk, high post. Vucevic on him. Good on the three-point shot. In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Now the dish to DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Olynyk.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Known as a mid-range master with incredible footwork, DeRozan in his game just continued to age like fine wine.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. And it's Dragic in for Dosunmu.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And even though he didn't see a ton of time on the floor in his 1 year in college, nobody doubted Patrick Williams and his upside.
And it didn't take long for Williams to live up to his potential.
No, and that's where basketball can be so funny sometimes. He started every game his rookie season after not starting at all at Florida State. Let's just say his game might be more tailored for the league.
And Williams drops them both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Vanderbilt. Now, here's Clarkson. Down low, here's Olynyk, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
He is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
Dragic finds Levine. Takes it inside. Rebound by Olynyk. And so, Sexton will bring it up for Utah. 7-point differential. Here's Horton Tucker. DeRozan defending.
Foul. DeMar DeRozan. That's his first personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
For Utah, Taylor Horton Tucker. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one misses.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's DeRozan. And again, no good by Chicago.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Clarkson. Olynyk, a screen on Levine. Another miss by Utah.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Dragic dishes to DeRozan. Right at the free throw line. Rebound, Utah. Vanderbilt's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Clarkson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Levine. Cranes the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 11 in the second half.
And how about the confidence of Clarkson? This man believes in his abilities. And boy, this team sure believes in him.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 3. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Taylor Horton Tucker. And Chicago also making a switch. Dosumu's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said nobody thought we'd be in this position right now, and we are. He said he was proud of his guys, but he also said, now go finish this thing off and get this win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Dosumu. That bucket in no time at all.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Clarkson against Levine. Vanderbilt, a screen on Levine. Here's Clarkson. And nothing but air on that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
DeRozan against Markkanen. Lets it fly from 18. Buries the jump shot. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now DeRozan, after Lauri Markkanen misses from long range. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's DeRozan. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Clarkson against Levine. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Levine with it. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Monster basket by Clarkson. This guy can score in so many different ways. Just hard to stop him in those big moments.
13 foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Chicago with the ball. They're leading by 8. And here's White. So the Bulls win it, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, you know, even if it's on the defensive end, you know, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zach LaVine.